Hi guys, welcome to our team call tonight. We have lots going on. We're going to try to make this kind of like as brief and simple as possible because we're sharing kind of a lot. So I'm going to share with you guys just like announcements. I have a couple topics on back to the basics, which I think we all need to hear, and just how to lock in Success Club and tips for our team cup for this month. And I'm going to share with you at my screen and kind of show you a great form I'm going to upload in our team page for you to print out. It's going to be a great tool for you to just focus on the basics, focus on the vitals, and lock in Success Club the first week. This formula really works. And then we're going to have Susan Antunez share with us some great tips from Summit from Chalene Johnson's Curiosity Marketing. Social media is changing, and I think it's so great how Chalene Johnson shared all these awesome tips on how to put yourself out there in a really natural way and not look like a salesperson. So stay tuned for that. The very end, I'm going to have Diane Acosta come on and just share just a couple minutes on her first experience at Summit. I think it's so good to hear, someone also that was a diamond, a year ago. She had a turning point, kind of fell off for a while, and now she's back and she's doing so amazing. So kind of hear from someone that fell off, because I know a lot of coaches on our team have fallen off. Last year was kind of a weird, tricky year. And so to hear her mindset shifts, I think it's going to be good for everyone, and hear how she just on a whim, literally in 2 weeks, signed up for Summit, showed up, and has been on fire ever since. So some announcements. First off, congrats on Success Club. I just finished the board with my assistant, Marco, and I'll be posting it tomorrow. But you guys did awesome. I need to give a shout out to Shannon Leach. She ended July with Success Club 42. Okay, that's mind-blowing. So follow her. See what she's doing. She's doing things right. Don't copy her, but it's good. Success leaves clues. She's doing something right, and it's so admirable. I mean, she has changed a ton of lives. So congrats, Shannon. If you see this, it's just amazing. Lots of announcements. If you weren't at Summit, and that's okay, you didn't have to be to reap this, the benefits and have success coming your way. You could utilize all of the things that came out right now and start implementing and slowly start kind of shifting your business to the way that we're going with Beachbody. So you guys saw international expansion, UK, lots going on with that. I don't want that to overwhelm you. There is a call in the team page, Fit Fanatics replay with Jamie or Rear. Put that on your to-do list. And I wanted you guys to get a pen and paper out now, because I'm going to have you write something down in a couple minutes that is kind of like a little activity. I would just want one or two, maybe three people to participate and just share like one sentence or something. But write down, go listen to that call. I live off of a to-do list, and if I don't have that to-do list, I'm scattered brain. I don't know what I'm going to be doing or what I should be doing with my business. But that's a must listen to, because you want to stay with the flow with where we're going, right? We're going to the UK, so why not ride this wave that we're going to be on? But don't get overwhelmed with, how am I going to find people from the UK? How am I going to, bring on coaches? I don't know anyone from the UK. She explains perfectly how to just ease your way into it, how to start making simple connections, and just get yourself out there and kind of pick a social media that you want to do that. She's having success with Instagram. I'm finding tons of people through Facebook groups, just doing it the very natural, organic way. But just listen to her call. And just listen for announcements with the UK as it rolls out. It's going to be really exciting. But these are things you got to jump on if you want to move your business forward. Daily Sunshine, I ordered it. My girls love it. If you haven't gone on board with that yet, even if you don't have kids, I highly suggest it, because every time something new comes out with Beachbody, you got to get on the train. This is a business too. And so you want to give your feedback, to your audience. I think it's really important for you to get on the train with everything we come out. My girls love Shakeology. They've been on it since 1 and 2, so 4.5 years. Daily Sunshine, to me, I just personally think it's for kids that are maybe even younger, because Shakeology has so many ingredients in it, and maybe it's for kids that are a little older. I think I could have started them on Daily Sunshine and then kind of worked our way into Shakeology. So it has more vitamin C, I believe vitamin K they added. Just so many great things, dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free, organic. So the price, I know that was a big objection. The price is on that for a reason, because of all the labels they have. And labels are expensive to get all those labels. That's why Shakeology isn't, because of all those ingredients. But it's a substantially awesome product. So you guys got to try it. Start putting it out there. There is going to be a new TBB site, and it's going to be more mobile friendly. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited. Shift Shop, if you're not doing it, guys, I suggest that you do. One of my coaches in one of my little mentorship threads said she only sticks to the 21-day fix. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you got to do all our other programs, because you never know who you can touch with, Shift Shop, who wants to bump up their fitness a little more, who maybe already did the 21-day fix and they want to do something else. I think you have to, get out there a little bit more with our programs. The same with getting on board with the Daily Sunshine. People have to see you doing it, drinking it, the Kool-Aid, to jump on board. And everyone has a different fitness level and different style. Just looking at you guys, I know you all are not going to like, maybe Hammer and Chisel, which is one of my favorite programs. It's a really intense, I love Insanity. Everybody's really different. I was talking to a couple customers. They don't want anything fast. They just want like yoga. Well, we have a 3-week yoga retreat and PiYo. So if I didn't say that I did those, then, they're not going to maybe want to jump on board, because I have to be proof of it, right? So get on board with Shift Shop. There is a modifier. So even if it looks intense, I think it's for everyone, because the modifier is not really jumping around. She's just kind of like stepping side to side at times, and it's really pretty simple. Double Time, we're coming out with another workout by Tony Horton. It's going to be more like a family fun workout. Get off the couch, get moving, get active. Kind of goes with Daily Sunshine. Something for the whole family, for kids, for everyone, just to get moving. So I love that we're moving in a more family-oriented way, and get more families involved. And as you guys can see, there's a big percentage of, America that is obese, and even kids also. It's heartbreaking. So why not start kind of talking at the family market? I'm always like marketing to families, moms. Get on board. So I love the direction that we're going with the expansion, new programs, new shake. Sagi, I must have missed this at Summit because I was with a baby and there was a lot going on, but Sagi is coming out with a week, 5-day workout plan. So just like Shaun T came out with Shaun Week, I don't know what it's called. I think like Sagi something. No clue, but it's 5 days of like working all your different muscles. And I think that's September 4th, the week of September 4th. So be on the lookout for that. And then Success Club. If you guys get Success Club this month, help 3 people plus, you get a branded picnic blanket. And if your team cup, you guys as a whole get Success Club, you get a coach sweatshirt. So I think that's cool. So getting into what I'm going to talk about, my topic is getting back to the basics. And then I'll kind of screen share with you some things. But I want you guys, this is where I want you to get your pen and paper out. And I want you guys to think about something. What inspired you to become a coach? I want to talk to your heart for a second. I know for me, and I want you to write it down. Write down what inspired you to become a coach. It could be anything, okay? And dig deep, really think why. For me, it was my coach. She was in Disney. I remember the exact moment. She was in Disney for our Success Club trip. I wasn't there. I had just signed up to be a coach in March 2013. And she was in April on this trip. And I remember the exact picture. She was up in the air with like her feet a different weird way. And she just had this big inspirational post with that picture in Disney for our Success Club trip. And I was just, my mind was blown. Like, she was there speaking about freedom. She was there with her family on a vacation that was paid for free. She was sharing positivity. She was in the best shape of her life. She was inspiring and sharing about this coaching opportunity. And that post struck me, right? I was just a brand new coach. I really didn't know much about the coaching opportunity. I just wanted to do this for my health and my fitness. And I just started to see this clear picture of what coaching could provide. So for me, I was blown away. I'm like, I want to do this. Like, whoa, And so that post struck a chord because we weren't in the best place. I wanted to be more positive. I wanted more financial freedom to go on a Disney trip with my family and pay for it and not struggle. I wanted more freedom. I wanted to get in better shape after my 2 girls. So that's what inspired me. That's why I took on the coaching opportunity. So if one of you or 2 of you will unmute yourself, who wants to go first? Just share with me what inspired you. What was that exact moment that made you want to become a coach? Don't make me call you out. Who wants to go first? Stephanie, go. Prego.
Okay. I had a feeling you were going to call me too. I was just like, waiting. So first, it was because of the discount. I just love Shakeology and everything. I wanted to keep having it. And I was kind of like, holy crap, 130. Yeah, right. But yeah, so it was a discount at first. No intention of actually coaching, but it wasn't until I think it was a great idea, the fact that my sponsor plugged me into the team page anyways, because being on maternity leave and I had all this extra time, I was scrolling through and I was seeing all the posts that everybody was posting and all the things that they were doing as a coach, people that they were inspiring to bring and join them. And then I started hearing people's stories. I was watching your YouTube channel, listening to your story and how you were able to come home. And that's when it struck a chord for me. Just the fact that I was about to finish my maternity leave and just already in depression mode, thinking about all the things I was going to be missing out for my son and, being a first time, new mom and everything. And it was really, really hard for me to go back to work. And then just seeing that this was an opportunity that can allow me to come home and be that present mom that I really wanted to be, but I never thought would ever be in the cards for me. That's what inspired me to just pull the plug and just go for it. So I think within 2 weeks of me signing up as a discount coach, I went to become an all-in coach, and I hit Success Club that month, with just 2 weeks left in September. So September is going to be my 2-year anniversary.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Love it. Perfect. Who wants to go next? We'll have just one more. Fanny, I see that you're on. Everyone. Fanny, can you hear me?
Okay, I'm unmuted now.
Perfect. I'm like, are you there? Earth to Fanny.
No, I'm here. Actually, for me, it started off kind of like what Stephanie said, but for the discount, right? But right after my transformation with 21 Day Fix Extreme, that's when I kind of really started thinking of coaching because of my wonderful coach. The fact that I had accountability and the fact that I, had somebody pushing me and, still to this day hearing me out when I complain about progress and things like that, and just helping me kind of keep on pushing forward and doing that. I think it really contributed to my success in my transformation that round. So I wanted to do that with other people. I wanted to, I just wanted to share that with others. I wanted other people that I knew that were around me that it could be done, and kind of be that, that voice for them to kind of motivate them and help them, get there. And also for, eventually, the extra income, and just wanting to have a little bit of something that to fall back on, to not have to worry about, debt and all those things that my husband will be stressed about. So I think that most importantly, those were like the key drivers for becoming a coach.
I love it. Thank you guys for sharing. So where I'm getting with this, going back to the basics, is are you guys posting about these things? I mean, all those things, if you didn't share, just some things that these ladies shared, are you guys sharing those things? Because that's how you're going to attract, your future coaches, your future challengers. And so sometimes I think we get so wrapped up in information overload and all these announcements and things coming out. Where do I start? What do I do? But if we just go back to the basics of why we started, right? The very simple why. I wanted to get healthy. I wanted to make extra money. I wanted to inspire people and help people. I wanted to take the burden off my husband and myself. Like, that's the basic, phase one basic stuff that we could be sharing and inspiring people. So I encourage you to write it down if you didn't. Why did you, or what inspires you to become a coach, and hang it somewhere just so you could see it and get your thoughts, get the creative juices flowing every day before you make a post. Add things like that in. Like, what would you want to hear on the other side? What is maybe someone struggling with on the other side? They're dying to hear from you, and they can maybe relate to your story. So we can't forget the why. It started with us, started with the why, the very, very basics. I'm going to give you some tips that kind of goes with the basics. You guys already know this, but sometimes we need to be reminded of all this stuff going into the cup, because the cup is just the basics, guys. There's no secret sauce here on how to get, Success Club 42, like Shannon Leach. She's so amazing. It's just the basics, right? Are you doing the 4 vital behaviors, right? The 4 vital behaviors. What are the 4 vital behaviors? Are you inviting people? Are you showing up on social media every day? Go through your timeline. Are you, within the first 30 seconds on your timeline, are you sharing what you're about? Are you sharing that positivity? Are you sharing about your health and your fitness? Are you sharing what this coaching community is doing for you? Are you sharing maybe tidbits of your personal development that's going to inspire success from other people? I know Christina always did that, and I was blown away because I had a small mindset in the beginning. I feel my mind was just not where it is today because of personal development. I thought very small. I thought negatively. I had excuses. My faith maybe wasn't as strong. So share that personal development, whatever it is. Every book gives you an opportunity that you're reading or audio to share those little nuggets with people, inspire people. Proof of the products. I'm doing Shift Shop, getting results, feeling amazing. You guys should be too. Recognition, share your team, what's going on, share your challengers. If you don't have challengers or coaches because you're new, that's okay. I see Samantha, she's one of my new coaches on this team. Shout out to you. Share what you're a part of. Share your new team that you're on. Just share this awesome positivity. I wrote some tips for posting, but I feel that's more Susan brain, or little thoughts through my head. So if she doesn't share some of that, I'll go back. Some more tips. Power hour. When are you doing your power hour? Kind of checking in with new coach training, checking in with your coaches, your challengers, your groups. This needs to be a scheduled time. So going back to basics, every morning I check in. Then I have like a quiet time now that the girls are going back to school. Yay! I'm actually excited. I can have a schedule and like have a normal power hour after like 3 months, but have it a set schedule on your calendar, or you're just going to be scattered brain. Time management is going to be out of control. It's going to get between you and your spouse. Have some power hour. That's what we call beach body time, Samantha. And for all you new coaches, to really dedicate to this business, okay? Because Success Club is not just going to happen. The Team Cup isn't just going to happen. All these new things coming out is not going to happen. You need an action plan, and you need time on your calendar. So it doesn't take a lot, guys. 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening, or an hour in the evening, just a great time that you can get in that's just solid work. So for example, I checked in, I had quiet time earlier today. Girls were coloring. I had focused time. The baby was sleeping. Like nothing was going to get in my way. Wasn't going to scroll Facebook or look in notifications. Like I had to go as fast as I can, because if not, it's like 30 minutes later, baby's up, the girls are running around. So I have to like really be on a set schedule. And I'm sure most of you do too. So set the timer. I know that's really good. And I hear a lot of people that do that. For me, I just know I'm very disciplined. Set the timer for 30 minutes, and you just know during that time, make a post, follow up, invite, expand your network. The very simple power of 3. I know you guys have all heard of that. Samantha, you're learning that in training. Sorry to call you out so many times. Consistency. So this is another tip, guys. If someone sees another coach being super consistent, right, they're going to go to them. We all know this. Consistency wins this race. It's not about who can get the most challengers, who can get the most coaches. You know, it's really consistency that matters. So Team Cup, let me share with you real quick. I know I'm talking, I kind of ramble a little bit. Let me just screen share with you, and then I'm going to upload this in Fit Fanatics. So I don't see this. Okay, here it is. Okay, this is Success Club in a week. Can you guys all see this? Yes, thumbs up. I'm only seeing a couple of you. Yes, okay. So one of my coaches, she's awesome. She fell off for a while too last year. She's back on board. This first week that she got back on board, I posted this, and she got Success Club in a week. No lie, her name's Christina Douglas, shout out. I mean, she implemented this to a T, it works. So I'm giving you the secret sauce for August for your Team Cup, how to lock in Success Club. So it's pretty simple. You print it out, you fill it out, and you focus on back to the basic stuff here, right? Your mission as a coach, what you're working on for your fitness, your nutrition. I would say rate that every day from 1 to 5. How well you did with everything, your personal development, maybe write a little nugget right there, and just focus on, look, your fitness, your personal development, your social media, talking to other people. Very simple stuff. Your ideal client. Who are you trying to speak to? Who are you trying to attract? Things like this. So that was this is just, I guess, a gist of it right here. Day 1, okay? Your affirmation for the day, thinking positive, right? We need our mindset right. That's really important. Who your clients are going to be that you're going to form, who you're going to go to their page, you're going to like their stuff, you're going to comment to create engagement so that they see your stuff through Facebook at the top of their newsfeed. It's really important to get that engagement going. I know when I kind of not mass invite, but mass just saying, hey, how are you? How have you been? And I check their timeline, even though I haven't talked to them in forever, or maybe I have never even talked to them, but I'm going through my friends list and my contact list. It brings engagement up so they see my posts. This is your focus, your personal development, your fitness, inviting, following up, compliments, runs, things like this, guys. You see, it just gives you a guideline for the first week. And I suggest printing this out 4 times for doing this every single week of August. If you are on a Team Cup and you want to push hard and hit goals, this is what you got to do, guys. Okay. Definitely, I'm going to upload that and share that with you guys. So print it out. Trust me, this tool works. I've seen it and it's helped me. My goal is always Success Club in 1 week. I'm almost done here. If you guys do not set high goals, right? For yes, Team Cup August, but just in general, you're gonna fall short, right? And you're gonna lose momentum, and it just keeps your mind small, and then you act small. And acting small, you lose motivation, right? How do you create motivation? Is action. So create big goals for yourself. I'm going for Success Club 24. That's my really big goal. I know I could do it. I've done it before. And if I fall short, I fall short, but at least I said hi. That is the point here. So a lot of times I see coaches saying, you know, and maybe they've been in this a couple of years and they say, I want to be like a 2-star this year. No, go big. Say you want to be a 5-star. And then if you fall short, great. You still hit your goals. Number 5 tip for tips: win the day. Okay, guys, like I said, it's not about selling challenge packs or signing a million coaches. It's really about your consistency. Were you a good mom? Were you a good person? Did you read personal development? Did you do your workout and did you smash your workout? You know, did you feel good? Did you make a good meal for your spouse and your family? Win the day. It's not about the numbers at the end of the day. You know, did you compliment your challenger? Did you give shout outs to your coaches? Did you just build someone up and inspire someone through your posts and get raw, get real, and get vulnerable? Those are winning the day tips for you guys to be mindful of. The last tip that I have for you is celebrate your wins with your team. Your team cup, now the team cup's going on. And always, if you're my sponsored coach, share with me, any little win that you have. I love those messages. The same goes. Share with your sponsored coach any little win. I feel good today because I did my workout. Share that. Your team cup members, share that you talked to 5 people. It just keeps engagement going and keeps positivity going. So that's all I have for you. I'm going to let Susan take the floor, and then I'll introduce Diana at the very end of this call. So Susan's going to share curiosity marketing and just some awesome nuggets with us. Ears open, write some notes. Trust me, guys, social media is changing and you want to keep up on your game.
Hi, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. So like Danielle said, Chalene Johnson did an amazing job of talking about social media. She's amazing. I know most of you know who she is. And so she just shared a lot of really good nuggets. She shared like 3 different points, but I want to hone in on one of the things that she was talking about. And she made it like a little rhyme so that we would remember it. It was called, "Don't tell me you're going to sell me." So don't tell me you're going to sell me. And so imagine that you are like scrolling through your Facebook and you see someone post something, I don't know, about their kid or something, and you comment on it. And you're like, let me see who this person is. I don't quite remember them. And you go to their Facebook profile page and you see them, like a picture of them kissing their like It Works wrap or their Lululemon, whatever leggings they're called or something like that. You immediately feel how, right? Like, oh, okay, this person is eventually going to try to sell me stuff. And if I keep following them, I'm going to eventually see a post like this with them kissing something or telling me buy this, whatever. So you're like repelled. And so she talked about like you're at the department store at a mall and you are like, okay, I'm going in, I'm getting a white blouse, and you go in to, Old Navy or Gap or whatever. And you're like, okay, I'm going for the white shirt. And here comes the sales lady. And you're like, go away. I know what I need. Like, leave me alone. And you feel like immediately you put up like a defense shield, even though you might actually could use her help, to say, look, we have 5 different kinds of white blouses. Maybe you can pick this, but you're already like set. I don't want any help. I'm good on my own. And I didn't come here today for you to help me. And so when people go into social media, they're not going in there to be sold. Right? So last year, 2016, we gave like all the details up front. What workout we were doing, we would hashtag it, show the workout, put it on like the screen of our computer or TV and show the 21-day fix thing, all the containers, show Shakeology with the name really well, like make sure it was pointing to the camera, to the selfie. Like we just gave it all up at the beginning. And that was like our attraction marketing efforts. And it worked for a while in 2016, but it's not working now in 2017 because everyone is doing the same thing, not just us in Beachbody, but every MLM is doing the same exact thing. I'm sure you guys see every day someone new that you had on your page sharing something that they're now selling, right? And so it just becomes like white noise, like, oh, Susan's selling this stuff, and they just don't want to see it. And so what happens is they stop clicking on your post, and then Facebook right away picks up on that, and they're like, oh, okay, Danielle's not interested in Susan's post that much. We'll just show them to her maybe once a week. Or the ones that get a lot of engagement, we'll show her those, but they're not showing everything else that you're sharing. So I'm going to share a picture that I actually saw on another call. I don't know if you guys follow Andrea Crowder, but she did a really great call on this, and I'll post the link later. So let me do share screen. Give me a second. Okay, so look at this picture. Can you guys see it? Thumbs up if you see it. Yeah, okay. So this was 2016. Don't give it up all up on the first date. Like, here's my challenge ad, promotion. I'm going to be doing a 3-week program. It's 30 minutes. You're going to be doing cardio, Pilates, da-da-da-da-da. You're going to have a meal plan. You're going to eat from these containers. I'm going to give you this. You're going to get Shakeology, which has 70 whole foods in it. Like, everything. You just gave it all up. There was like no question. So if this person already had some preconceived notion that I don't want to work out at home, I don't drink shakes like me, I hate shakes, I don't like veggies, I'm not going to do any of this, that's it. They're not going to come to you to comment, to ask you any questions, because you gave it all up. There's zero interest, in them. So the people that were reaching out were people that were maybe already thinking about it because they saw it somewhere else, or they know someone that was doing it, and then they're interested, but eventually that wears out. So this is 2017 now, and I hope you guys can see it. It's blocked out on mine, but they're, very pretty girl. She's dressed really pretty, but it's like not giving it all up, like leaving them wanting a little bit more, right? So that is 2017. That's what she is saying. Basically, this is where we're going. This is where social media is going if you actually want to be successful at social media. And so let's say, I'm going to stop sharing so you guys can stop looking at that picture. But let's say that you, like she said, okay, how can you do this? So let's say that you go live, or maybe on Insta stories, or just on your selfie picture or something that you post, and you have like really pretty lipstick on, and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this lip color. And then you go anyway, it's like so hot outside today, I don't want to go anywhere, da, da, da. And you just go off on a tangent about something else, whether it's in a post or in a video, live video, and that's it. And you just leave it like that. What do you think people are going to ask you about? The lip color, right? They're all going to want to know, what lip color are you wearing? Where's that shirt? All this stuff. And I think that's what you guys were doing with Stephanie's shirt. Was it like a hard labor shirt? I don't know. Something you said, I want the sweatshirt. I didn't get what that was, but so people are going to start asking about that thing that you didn't comment on. And you see that like on Instagram all the time. People will post like a selfie, and something about it, everyone will start, oh my God, I need those shoes. I need those leggings. Where'd you get that shirt, right? Everyone will focus on one thing because you didn't give it all up. This is, whatever, MAC lipstick number 22 and this color, because then, okay, what are they going to do? Google it. And you already basically told them, go here and find your own lipstick and you're good to go. So the same thing happens with us. So here's an example of how you could do something like that. So let's say you share your picture, either a transformation picture or just your workout pic, and you say something like, I've never felt so good. I would have never shared a picture of myself like this in the past, or I never used to share pictures like this. I can't believe that I got, that I now look like this or feel like this from a nap time workout or a 30-minute workout from home. And that's it. You don't name what it is, where, what company, how many weeks you're doing it. You don't name any of that. You just leave it like that. And then people are they can't Google nap time workout, 30-minute workout. They're going to get 5 million, search results for it. They have to go to you to ask you, what are you talking about? What's a nap time workout? And I thought that was like really cool hearing that nap time thing, because every mom can relate to that. Like, wait a minute, it's something I can do during nap time, during the kids' nap time. That's pretty cool. And if they Google it, they're not going to find it. Right. So it's just little things that you drop so that people will reach out to you. That's what you want. You want people coming to you and asking you questions, right? And so you can write this down. Instead of counting likes, you should be counting questions now. Either questions that you're getting on your actual post or questions that you're getting from people directly that are messaging you. So likes doesn't matter. And it's questions, because think about it. If, let's say I post a picture of my workout or my nutrition or whatever it is, even if it's, like the other day, I'll show you guys, I shared a picture of my kitchen because we're going to be remodeling soon. And I said something like, what advice do you have for me if you've gone through any sort of remodeling at your house? And I knew the stuff people were going to say, right? I've remodeled already. Like I went through, a crazy time last year in my house. I already know the answers to it, but I did it because I know people love to give advice, right? And especially if you've been through a hardship, you love to share about it. You want everyone to know, I went through this. I'm the expert at it right now. Whatever people tell you, don't listen to it. Listen to me, because I know, because I went through hell, right? Especially with like kitchen remodeling. People are very passionate about it. So I posted it, and I immediately got a bunch of comments from people, right? People that, by the way, never comment on my stuff. And so what happens is I can take that off of my Facebook page and take it to a private message. And now guess what? It's not weird. I didn't message them out of nowhere. They started the conversation with me, right? And so you're not weirded out anymore. Now you're just talking to this person that wanted to give you all this advice. Get it? And so it's not like, oh, thanks for the comment on my kitchen. By the way, you want to join my challenge group? You don't do that, but you start now having a genuine conversation with this person. Like, does that make sense? Okay. So it doesn't have to be a health and fitness post or a PD post or motivation or any of that. It could be anything. You're at the store and you just ask something like, oh my God, the other day I did the same thing, cauliflower rice. Can you guys give me some recipes? I have a million recipes. I have Pinterest. I can find recipes for cauliflower rice, right? But all of a sudden people are like, oh my God, I make the best cauliflower rice. I had a lady who's like sent me 3 different recipes through private messenger. So now she reached out to me, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so nice of you, da-da. And so that conversation now starts going, okay? Let me look at my notes before I forget something. So count questions, not likes. And then, okay, so if you post something that has high curiosity, so something that elevates people's curiosity, then that's gonna raise your conversations that you're having. If you post something that has 0 curiosity, like day 10 of my Shift Shop workout, look at my muscle, oh my God, I'm doing so awesome. There's no curiosity. You told them everything, and if they were interested, they Google Shift Shop, done. Oh, I don't know, that guy, he looks too athletic, I can't do that, that's for gym rats, I'm out. You know what I mean? Or Susan's been working out for 2 years, that's why she can do it. I can't do that because I'm not posting a picture of me modifying it, like, dying. I'm like, look at my muscle. Okay, so you have to raise your curiosity. So every single post you do, think about that. How can you tweak it so that people are curious and wanting to ask you a question? And so since Summit, I've been going back now. I went back after Summit and I changed some of them, but going forward, sometimes I'll post something, I'm like, wait a minute, I could have said it this way, and I'll go back really quick and edit it and change it so that I have a question at the end, and that immediately I get like spikes in my engagement, which is crazy. I want to show you just a couple of my posts. This is the other day we went out to lunch, and I'm like, she's eating fries next to me slowly, whatever, this is torture because we can't eat carbs now with the 21-day fix. Not that I could ever have fries, but whatever. I go through my little story, very short and sweet. So I'm learning to do that, short, sweet, to the point. And the very first sentence is also like something catchy that people will read. She's eating them next to me slowly, and every woman can relate to that. Having something next to you, that cake or whatever that you can't eat. And then the last one, I said, how about you? Got anything you love but your stomach hates? Because I can't eat fried food. And then I got a bunch of comments from people that never comment necessarily. And like, look at this, like long stuff. And then of course, right away, I comment back and it raises the engagement. Okay. And then here is my other one. This is one that I did like right after that same day of my kitchen. Okay. I've been living like this for a year. I got it. I don't need like advice on how to live through a messy kitchen. I've got this, right? Danielle knows, she's been in my house. I've been through insane. Okay. So I'm like, I'm excited, but stressing about all the havoc, whatever. And then I said, I know there has to be lots of great advice. Oops, what just happened? Okay. Anyway, so I said that there had to be great advice. Look at you, Danielle, you show up. You're my first one. I'm like, there has to be some great advice in this group about, how to handle, let me see if I can find it really quick for you guys. A kitchen remodeling. And of course, like I said, a bunch of people commented. And I think it's right here. Sorry, guys. Anyway, I wanted to show you. I don't know what happened. There it is. And then people started commenting and private messaging me. Like, you see, I have other comments down there, you know, and granted, I don't have like 50 comments or 100 comments, but hey, it's like, those are great interactions and conversations that already happened. So I put best tips. Besides not doing it, we clearly need lessons learned. And that was it. Okay, very short, sweet, to the point, but people started engaging and like sending me contractor numbers and all kinds of things. And here's the post. I don't know if you guys can see this. Here's the post, and it's a little blurry, from Andrea Crowder. So she did 2 different posts just to kind of try this little thing out. And you can see here on the left, she put one last mommy daddy date before he's being redeployed, whatever. We're doing putt-putt, dinner, whatever. What are you all up to? Drop an emoji that describes your day. And I have this thing is like in my way, so I can't see. But she got 26 comments, and she has a huge following. So like, that gives me hope when I see that someone like her got only 26 comments from that. I know she has thousands and thousands of people, and that usually her tribe, they're very strong followers, but she only got 26 comments. You know, it was like a Saturday afternoon. So, you know, I'm okay with having 10 comments on my post. And then here, look at this side. It says, it's just her and her daughter, you know, and she just says something, my babes are home, no question. And look at that. She got no comments. Isn't that crazy? Because she didn't ask an engaging question. So let me stop sharing. Can you see? I don't see the Andrea. Did you see? You couldn't see the Andrea Crowder thing? Oh, okay. Hold on. I know why. Because it wasn't. Here it is. There it is. Now can you see it? Okay. So there you can see. This is the one with her and her husband. She asked a question. She got 26 comments on this one. This one, she didn't ask a question. 0 comments. And it's really not asking a question of like, you know, I don't know. It's more of like letting people share their life, basically, because she was asking them, drop an emoji that describes your day. People love to share about themselves, just like my kitchen thing. People love to share their story. So anytime you can engage them and ask them to share something about themselves, then there you go. You know, what's your favorite this? Where do you guys like to shop? Where's your favorite place to go out to dinner? Where do you like to travel? Anything that's going to get them to, oh, well, you know, she's asking me a question. Well, hang on. Let me tell her what I think. Okay. All right. Now I can stop the share. And did you see? Yeah, I think you guys saw it all. Let me stop. Okay. So let me just see. I think I got it all. Okay. And then what Shalene said is, you don't need 200 likes this week. You need 10 people this week asking you questions. So if you can just strive for that, 10 people this week asking you questions, instead of you asking them, how are you? How's your family? You know, like those form questions that we do at nauseum, that now they see through it, guys, because every MLM person is doing the same exact thing. I've been formed by MLM people. It's happened to me. I will get them at, thank you so much for adding me, and how's your family? You know, all this stuff, I'm getting formed and I see it. And so people are becoming very savvy, and right away I'm like, okay, I'm not interested, but I feel like, okay, this is exactly how people feel when I do it to them. Especially then they click on my page and they see all my Beachbody posts. Okay. And if your job title says Beachbody, get rid of that. You don't work for Beachbody. And you're just basically telling them exactly what you said at the beginning. Don't tell me you're going to sell me. If you put that your job is either independent Beachbody coach, team Beachbody, or whatever Beachbody, you're immediately telling them, this is my business page. Welcome to my business page. Right. And I'm going to, at some point, you're going to see a post from me where I'm going to sell you stuff. So that's it. That's it. So now what? Go back and clean up your news feed. You should do that regularly anyway, but go back and clean up your news feed, because, you know, while you can't help the post that someone already saw that you made, you can help the post, you know, you can prevent someone new from seeing your post, right? So all of the time, I don't know if this happens to you, but a lot of times I'll get someone that liked, you know, I'll get my notifications. They'll say, Stephanie, like this post, like this post, like this photo. And then when I click on it, it's a photo from like 2 months ago or 6 months ago. I don't know how they found it. I guess they just go through your photos just to kind of stalk you, and they see it and they like it. So people are going to go back, and you guys are friend requesting people all the time and making connections. They're going to go back and see those posts. So clean it up. Ask those questions at the end. Even if no one comments on it now, it doesn't matter. But when people go in there, new people seeing it or new eyes, they'll see that interest in you. You get you sharing your life, and it's not all about Beachbody. Okay. So that's it. I don't know if you guys have, I would remove, you can leave coach, but put something like health and fitness coach. Yeah, health and fitness coach. Just get rid of Beachbody. You don't work for Beachbody anyway. You're not their employee. You're selling you. You're the brand, right? Okay, you're an but you're not their employee. Anything else? Okay, that's it. I don't know if you guys have any questions or anything, but I'm done. Danielle, you're muted.
All that stuff was awesome, and I feel we should have heard that stuff like a year ago, but as you can see, so many things have changed, and this is just an ever-changing business. Social media, right? Facebook has changed too in the past year, and we've kind of like changed with Facebook. I forgot to share something, going back in my notes, a couple tips on with your Team Cup real quick. Do a call with your Team Cup. I already did a call with mine. We shared goals and our why. So that's really important. If you're not the leader of your Team Cup, go ask them, hey, can we do a call to kind of share our goals and pick each other's brain? Share a challenge group, do it together, have the same theme together, pick a time to announce it, do a prize incentive, create demand for your group, do a free group to expand your network more and talk to more people. And you can even do like a sneak peek into what a challenge is. I forgot to add that in, but connect with your team. Diana, I'm excited. Just real quick, a couple minutes, share with us, how your first summit was. What was the turning point, to make you get back on board after kind of falling off for a while and seeing this opportunity? And where are you going? What are your goals? So share with us, if you don't mind.
Hey there. Everybody can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in a nutshell, I had really fallen off the wagon about 2 years ago or so, maybe even longer, and just wasn't motivated. Didn't feel like my coach really at the time really gave any interest in her fellow coaches. And I think that's one takeaway for myself is when I have my coaches to really engage with them, teach them the ropes, and let them know that I'm there for them, because it just wasn't there. So I think, I do own some of that responsibility, but I think it's so hard to stay engaged when you don't have that. So as soon as you, my darling, went ahead and contacted me in April, it was a very, basic private message. Hey, I'm here. It really was kind of like that aha moment, that moment that I was waiting for. I was so close, maybe about another week, I was going to just go ahead and cancel everything. Knowing how desperately I did need it. I needed to get back into shape. I needed to get back to exercising, to eating right, just everything that Beachbody entails. And getting that message from you just lit my fire. I mean, I know you sensed it right away. As soon as you messaged me, I stopped everything I was doing, just messaged you back. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like what I've been waiting for. Then about maybe 2 weeks later, I got just scrolling. I was never taken out of the Fit Fanatics Summit. Just got, the page got updated and so forth. But thankfully, I was still there for a reason. And somebody was selling the ticket. And I remember just looking over to my husband and saying, oh my gosh, there's a ticket for sale. What do you say we go to New Orleans? His first response was, I'm not sure about that. I said, come on. I've heard such great things about this. 3 years with my other coach, and all I've been hearing was go, go, go. You have to go. You have to go. And I got the opportunity. I said, what if my boss gives me the time off? He says, okay, if your boss gives you the time off, then all right, we'll go. I said, the tickets won't cost anything, because he didn't know it already, but I had already checked Southwest, my points and everything. I said, we got free tickets. And I had already messaged my boss at home, and she gave me the time off already that same night. So I knew already. The next day I said, my boss gave me the time off. I'm going to get the ticket. He said, okay. And it was the best decision that I just can't, I can't believe how it all just unfolded for me. It was like it was just meant to be that I was at Summit. And let me tell you, if you've never been to Summit, you have to make the effort to go. You just have to, I don't know how else to put it. It's electrifying. It is just the family atmosphere that is there. Everybody rooting for each other. There's no, I don't even know. My mind was blown, honestly, at how much Beachbody takes care of its coaches. Like, I never really thought of it in that aspect, how huge it really is. It was okay, it's an MLM. But this just put it all into perspective, and you better believe I'll be in Indiana next year, absolutely. And it just lights this fire. So when you get, like, you're there, and I took a lot of your advice, Danielle. I was there sitting next to Jenny, actually, and there were so many times I wanted to get on my phone and just kind of scroll. And I was like, no, I'm going to take in this moment, and I'm going to listen to everything that is being said, all the speakers, all of their motivational talks. And as soon as you get to the hotel, it's like, oh gosh, okay, who am I going to message? What am I going to do? And I'm like, I have the notebook out, and I'm on the plane, and I'm still doing this. And, and it starts the wheel, to turn in your head. And it was just an amazing experience. I really didn't think that I'd get so much out of it. I knew I had to be there. That I knew. Everything just fell into place, and I knew I had to go. Besides hearing every single time, you got to go, you got to go, you got to go. But to actually be there and see everything that takes place, and it was just amazing, amazing. And my fire is still lit. I came home in the Team Cup, trying out new ideas here or there. Some are, hit or miss, but I'm learning. I'm taking it somewhat slow, because I want to do it right this time. But at the same token, I'm pushing forward because I can't be afraid to fail. And I have to take chances, and I truly believe that this is for me. And my goal next year, where I see myself, is walking across that stage next year. That's where I see myself. And I told my husband that too. I said, that's where I'm going, And I think it was one of the sessions, my husband actually was able to go in, and he just saw the whole, how many people were in the Mercedes-Benz Dome. He couldn't believe it. And to have his support is huge, because it just makes life so much easier when you have the support of your husband and somebody rooting you on at home. And so when he saw it, he was just blown away. He still talks about it to his friends. He's like, oh, there were over 35,000 coaches. So, he sees the value as well. But that was my biggest takeaway. It was just amazing. New Orleans, not so hot, but the event was well worth it.
Amazing. You guys feel her energy, and you can only feel that when you go to an event. There's, all those feels of what Beachbody really is, and the heart and integrity of who we are is at the events. And it's like Facebook comes to life, I say, and it's just the coolest thing. My first event, I was like, like partying 1 minute, like excited, just everywhere I went, just like on cloud nine. And then I was crying the next minute, and just these aha moments of up and down, like, this is where I need to be. This is where my purpose is. And I mean, you explained it to a T, and she just, on a whim, bought her plane ticket, and 2 weeks until the trip, I think it was, just bought a Summit ticket and showed up, and now she's just, her fire's lit. I think it's a great testimony, to getting back on track, even if you do fall off. This opportunity is always going to be there. There is a spouse support video that Monica Lopez, Christina Delgado, and a bunch of other coaches did. So if your husband's not on board, I don't know if I posted the replay. I don't think I did, but there is a replay for that. I could send that to you and post it on our team page, and I heard it's awesome. So I'm going to post the document I shared for your Team Cup to stay on track and to kind of track everything on our team page. Susan is going to share the Andrea Crowder video. Oh no, Christina went live on her page with it. Okay, so go to Christina's page. I could also share it. I hope this call was informative for you guys. Lots of good tips and things to take away with getting back to the basics, staying in phase 1, Team Cup tips, and just being, kind of like picking up or giving curiosity to your market. My brain is like going downhill. I need to go to sleep. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. The replay is going to be in the